Hey, shalom, shalom. Arab Tawab, which is good evening. Anakna waha bar sha'Allah hawalakim la'atam. Call Shabawai Baharakha Wakak Shaw Yahweh Basham Yahusha. Hey, with the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Nachamatum Kaya Hamalakwat Hashemayim Korab. Repent, yea, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Racha HaKodash. Wamashana Kabadin Zaquim Nawa. Wamala Akim Shoyesh Halazaquim Racha Gadawal. Wachasa Washalawam. Wabarakim Lahabachayim Shaga Shal Shalom. All right, so all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Bahasham, in the name Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. So this is an article on RT. It says African nation poised to adopt death penalty for same gender activities. All right. And as you can see, they got the image, a picture right here. All right. No Bati boys. All right. As Banyamyan would say. All right. Benjamin. It says Uganda's parliament has voted overwhelmingly in favor of a bill making certain same-sex acts a capital crime. All right. The measure has now been sent on to President Yoweri Museveni, who is expected to sign it despite vocal foreign opposition. All right. And just speculating, that foreign opposition could be, places like the U.S., because the U.S. is all for shit like this. It says all but two of the country's 389 MPs lent their support to the measure during a legislative session on Tuesday night. The bill imposes the death penalty for aggravated HS, as well as the life imprisonment for recruitment, promotion, and funding of HS activities. It says Fox Odo, one of the two legislators to oppose the measure, described it as ill-conceived with unconstitutional provisions in comments cited by The Guardian. Not only does it not introduce any addition to existing law, but it reverses the gains registered in the fight against the gender-based violence and criminalizes individuals where it should focus on the contact that contravenes all known legal norms, the lawmaker said. It says numerous foreign ABC advocacy groups have also condemned the measure, calling it hate legislation and discriminatory, and vowing to fight it. It says a previous draft of the bill introduced in 2019 called for the death penalty for all same sex and practice, and the practice has been illegal since Uganda was a British colony. Museveni lashed out at Western governments last week for threatening sanctions in response to the anti-ABC legislation, calling the efforts to impose foreign cultural norms on African societies hypocritical. So basically they're saying, hey, Babylon is trying to impose their foreign cultural norms, going back to, what I said about what was it at? Salat. It was getting into how, foreign countries, right here it says, despite vocal foreign opposition, all right, and more than likely that foreign opposition was going into the U.S., all right, because it says right here, it says calling their efforts to impose foreign cultural norms on African societies hypocritical. Hey, and who pushes this stuff? Yeah, it was the U.S. Who pushes this stuff, man? The only country that pushes this shit onto the rest of the world is the U.S. It says HS are deviations from the norm, he said, explaining there was a need to answer whether nature or nurture. It says decided an individual's orientation. We need a medical opinion on that, he insists. It's no medical opinion, man. That's that's a choice, man. It's not by nature. It wasn't made like that. And actually, we can get that. Actually, let's go to that real fast. All right, let me get this first. This is Jeremiah, also Jeremiah, Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 9. It says, Salah. It says we would have healed I'm gonna start in verse 7. But Baal hath been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And all these nations have drunken of her wine, of her wine being her philosophies. You see, and this is the reason why these countries is banning Babylon's ways. You see, in various different countries, like, all right, it's no more twerking over here. You got to put your hijab back on. You see, they're seeing that the ways of America, Babylon the Great, is not beneficial, and they ready to rise up against this hoe. All right, it says, but Baal is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so be she may be healed, we would have healed Baal, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Hey, so this place's ways has reached up to the Lord, you know, and these other nations are seeing that as not beneficial, man. That's why they saying, hey, we don't want no more of this, you see, because they see that it's causing chaos in their societies. All right, and we can get that Lord's will. All right, let's go back. It says, it says the U.S. threatened to withhold aid to Uganda in 2014 when the nation adopted a law punishing aggravated HS, an offense that includes same-sex while HIV positive or with an individual under 18 years old with life in prison, leading a wave of international opposition that resulted in the legislation being struck down on a technicality. Uganda, a majority Christian nation, is one of 37 African countries to ban HS. Nigeria, Sudan, Mauritania. All right, and there's a lot of Jakes in Nigeria. It says Sudan, Mauritania, and just going into that little side note, like Mauritania, or however you pronounce it, countries like Nigeria, Mauritania, Morocco, they had like a heavy so-called Moorish influence. All right, it says also punish the practice with death in some cases. All right, so let's go into that. This is Leviticus. All right, so this is Wayakorah, chapter 18, and verse 22. Also Leviticus, it says, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind, it is abomination. All right, so no bati boys. All right, no men with men, no woman with woman. It's abomination. It says, neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith, neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. All right, so these things, these acts are abomination. All right, it says it is confusion. Let's go into this word. It says the ball, all right, which comes from, it should be balal, all right, which means confusion. It says confusion, violation of nature or divine order. All right, so it's not the app or the post said, is it nature or nurture? No, it's nurture, man. It's something that's allowed. All right, because it's confusion. All right, it's violation of nature. The Lord didn't make that. You see, scripture go into how it says, let everything be done decently and in order. All right, the order was man with woman, woman with man. All right, because all these different acts and stuff go back to it's idolatry. All right, and it goes against the natural order. It's perversion. You see right here, perversion. All right, the ball. Okay. I'm going back. That was pretty much the point. All right. The nations are seeing that Babylon's ways are not beneficial, man. You see. So Abaratazah, that was edifying. I don't want Ratazah Zabanayapa. Lord's will was a beautiful edification through the Spirit. Called like Mlaya Howard Bahasham Yahweh Shabasham Chakodash, a double honor to the elders and apostles, great men, so they told me the truth and rule well, in much respect. To you brothers out there pushing the truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. Like, let's watch. Shalom.